Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hundoke, together with Rev Yutaka Yamada. Today is Monday, the 23rd of December 2024, or the 23rd of November in the 12th year of Chongalguk. Thank you all for coming, and let's begin with a bow to our true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Chanjin Champunim Ge Kyombe. Haro. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English.
가존맨세 3. 전국 주인, 우리 가족은 참 사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 판조권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 3. Our family, the owner of Chongalguk, pledges to perfect the 4 great realms of heart, the 3 great kingships, and the realm of the royal family by centering on true love. Thank you. And I'd like to ask Greg Hansen if you could offer the opening prayer, please.
Yeah. Please join me in prayer. So good morning, dearest Heavenly Parent, Heavenly God, and good morning, our true parents, heaven, earth, all humankind. So, Heavenly Parents, we thank you for this opportunity, this new day. We're coming to our morning devotion to put you first, to put you in number 1 spot, so that we can learn to grow and love you more than anything. And we want to comfort your heart by going through all our different courses and all our different trials and all our different blessings and all our different situations. So we like to have a strength and courage and determination to continue as we focus on the coming Christmas and the New Year, and especially next year in April, when we will witness the entrance ceremony for the Chongil Sanctum and Chongwongon, and we're praying for True Mother and for health and for her well-being, especially her family protection, that her family can be around her and supporting, and we as her family also, we can support strongly and help to bring these things about. We want to support as best we can. Thank you for this hondok this morning, and that we can open our minds and hearts to your most precious words, and we pray we can understand what you want to tell us, and that we can put into practice all those things. And thank you again. I offer you this report in my name, Greg Hansen, Blessed Central Family.
Let's give a warm welcome to Reverend Yutaka as he shares this morning. Thank you.
Okay. Good morning, brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining today's morning Hundoke. Every day's Johnson condition is really precious. I'm really appreciate all our brothers and sisters to join. Today is also the morning devotion. So as you know, last weekend we had the Hyojeon Chombo Heavenly Asia Pacific special event in Philippines. So I think some of you attended, maybe some of you could not attend. Yesterday we had also the regional special Sunday service. Then maybe I saw several persons attending yesterday Sunday service. So this was the Asian Pacific event. As you know, the Philippines is a Christian country. Maybe Oceania also Christian country. That's why the Christmas is really important, right? Philippines are really also important for Christmas. They are already celebrating from September or preparing Christmas from September. That much they love the Christmas. But this event just happened before Christmas. But many members really change their schedule to go back to hometown and sacrifice and mobilize people and prepare themselves to attend this Chombo Great Works as a representative of the Asian Pacific. So it was also great. So maybe some of you watched already, but I will show again the 5-minute highlight video. So let's watch together and let's also feel the special gathering last weekend, the Asian Pacific, the Hyojan Chombo workshop. So please watch together. 시작. Yes, thank you very much. So it was a great event. How was that? This is beautiful. Right. Yes. So that's why this time you could see the mayor, vice governor also attended together. And also the Christian pastor and our family federation leaders, brother and sisterhood ceremony also happened. So basically following the Korean, the model way and almost follow, and around 3,000 people attended well and also successfully finish. So this is Chonshimon prayer, Chombo workshop also can apply for the outside people to work together. So through the things we could see many inspiration and also the excitement. So I'm really appreciate all Philippine brothers and sisters, Asian Pacific, of course our Oceania brothers and sisters. So this year we have last 1 week. So during this 1 week time, Tirumada is organizing some special Christmas event to invite the regional director and in Korea. So 24. And also December 31, there is also midnight special prayer and connected by online. That's why please our brothers and sisters also join December 31 special the year-end prayer and the gathering. So through these things, we can prepare for next year, 2025 and April, the entrance ceremony. So still many things going on, and Mada is also investing for this year and also next year. Let's unite well and also support together. I will travel tonight and to Sydney and also arrive tomorrow. So see you also there again. So thank you, our brothers and sisters. Okay, so let's continue. Let's start our Hundok today. Today's message is from Chan Sang-gyeon, The Deep Meaning of Ocean Fishing. And this is the last part of Book 6, Through Creation, and also this Ocean Providence. So let's see together. Mrs. Na, please.
When I fish, I say to the fish, please come. I am your owner, your master. Then all the fish come to me and I feed them. Because of that, I can always catch more fish than others around me. Other fishermen feel this is strange and cannot understand it. If you do things centered on the vertical God, this is what happens. In that circumstance, also a different brilliant ray emerges. You have an average light, but I emit a special ray of light. The fish see that light, so even if I push them away, saying, don't come, they still flock to me.
Thank you. So please see these things. This is the attitude. This is the position of true parents. I will read again. When I fish, I say to the fish, please come. I am your owner, your master. Then all the fish come to me and I feed them. Because of that, I can always catch more fish than others around me. Other fishermen feel this is strange and cannot understand it. If you do things centered on the vertical God, this is what happens. In that circumstance, also a different brilliant ray emerges. You have an average light, but I emit a special ray of light. The fish see that light, so even if I push them away, saying, don't come, they will still flock to me. So what do you feel through reading this Father's word? Don't you feel deep love of Father? He is not catching fish for own sake. There is God's heart there, or parents' heart there, or heart of true owner is there. So if true parents call you to come, what do you feel? Do you feel happy or not? So we also want to become true person. Please.
When I go fishing, I always free the first fish I catch. I free it with the heart of God, who released it after creating it. Also, I have not eaten any of the fish I have caught. Even so, I cannot allow the fish to die a natural death when there are 20 million of God's sons and daughters starving to death every year. I say to myself, I catch you to save the 20 million starving sons and daughters of God. Fish are caught on my hooks much more often than on the hooks of others.
Yes. So even doing the same fishing, but the true father's feeling and also other person's thinking are totally different. Father is not thinking just today or tomorrow or a short time period. He is thinking about our creator, God and heavenly parent, and also investment for future humanity or even also the generation. I think many of you are doing fishing, and last week also our Mr. Rai, Mr. Bruce did the fishing. Maybe you can share your feeling, what kind of heart you have when you do fishing. Same feeling with True Father is also good, of course. You can share your experience well. Please.
This is because of my devotion, whether animal or plant, since the principle is that they were created to serve human beings. Fish should feel grateful for my attitude. With this mindset, if I go to a fishing tournament, I can catch fish just fine when others cannot. It is because of my devotion. I think, hey fish, I cannot dive into the water museum that God created, so why don't you just jump out of the water so I can appreciate the joy God wants me to feel? Then the fish come and it is easy for me to catch them.
So where there is true love, all things is also coming. Please.
If you have true love, everything is possible. Everything unites. From the animal world to the plant world, and even to the venomous snake, everything protects me. When I go fishing, I say, protect me. I tell the fish, this is for true love. I am trying to save all the people who are starving. God is shedding tears out of his desire to feed them. With that heart, I am catching you. I'm catching you not for myself, but for my posterity, all human beings, and so you have to forgive me. That's not how I think and what I say. So I always release the first fish that I catch instead of eating it as a sacrificial offering to God. Anyone who is given love is willing to offer their life. Suppose there are 12 people on my boat. Still, I catch 1/3 of the total catch. Those people say, the fish recognize you, Father, so they are biting your bait.
Thank you. That's how I think and what I say, also Father said. So how long are all creation waiting for true honor? And how deep love did God had when he created this universe centering on true love? So ourselves, we are all humanity. Ourselves are also the children of God. That's why, once again, we have to become true men and true women and true person. Please.
Trying to catch fish from a boat on the blue ocean can be compared to God's providential work of restoration and salvation. The fish represent fallen people. If you prepare everything, use good bait, and tie a sturdy line to a fine fishing rod, you should catch many fish. But You will not be able to catch a single fish if your skill is poor, the line is weak, the bait is spoiled, or the fishing rod is worthless. It is all the same. Our life of faith is like catching fish.
Yes, thank you. That's true. True Father is talking about fishing, but actually talking about our life story. How seriously do we prepare and put the sincere devotion and heart into our life? Witnessing is also same things, and our life is also same things. Please.
If you want to succeed in this world, you must put yourself in the position of a fishing rod and set it up with a good fishing line and good bait. Only then can you fish effectively. Fish are not caught easily. You reap the harvest when all the corresponding conditions of harvest we are not living alone. We live together with all of creation, with all humankind, with heaven and earth, and with God. We must see with the eyes of all humankind, with good eyes, good senses, and good bodies. We should realize that God sees and owns our five senses and our body. The person who lives like this and feels like this doesn't need religion.
Thank you. This is also the deep message I will read again. If you want to succeed in this world, you must put yourself in the position of a fishing rod and set it up with a good fishing line and good bait. Only then can you fish effectively. Fish are not caught easily. You reap the harvest when all the corresponding conditions are met. Without these conditions, you cannot bring in the harvest. We are not living alone. We live together with all of creation, with all humankind, with heaven and earth, and with God. We must see with the eyes of all humankind, with good eyes, good senses, and good bodies. We should realize that God sees and owns our five senses and our body. The person who lives like this and feels like this doesn't need religion. So what kind of person do we become? God, and we will live with God and with all creation and with all humanity. Do we become the person who God proud of, and also God can be happy, so we can reflect ourselves? Please.
For fishing, the best bait is love. In fishing for all the people of the world, God's bait is love. With what bait could you fish for history and for God? If there were any bait that could catch God, wouldn't you want to prepare that bait? That bait is love. If there were any bait that could catch history and catch heaven and earth, it would be love.
Yes, that's true love and true love. So true love is the love which even God is following. So we can also study deeply. Please.
Now our time has come. The time that God has been longing for has come. The one time for which so many people, so many saints and sages shed their blood has now arrived in front of our eyes. This is our time. I feel it is like a big fish now circling our hook, eyeing the bait that looks and smells so good. I'm ready to yank up the rod as soon as the fish strikes. In this respect, I think fishing is such a wonderful hobby. You wait with your rod even past midnight until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, almost falling asleep.
Please continue.
In the distance, you hear a dog barking and a rooster crowing. At that moment, the bell on the fishing rod rings. You snap back to life in an instant with all senses alert. It is so quick, faster than lightning. If you have this kind of spirit, unity in the world will come. Even if your eyes are closed and you are snoring, when a fish bites, you are holding the rod straight up and so are instantly alert. That's how it is. That joy, the taste of that moment, it's truly heavenly training.
Yes, thank you. So Father said, now our time has come. The time that God has been longing for has come. The one time for which so many people, so many saints and sages shed their blood has now arrived in front of our eyes. This is our time. So this is really amazing and great things. We know there is the 6,000 years human history. Many people are sacrificed and many people are continuously waiting for, or those sacrifices were connected for the future or coming the Messiah and also the God's providence. That's why we are now living in this place, kind of the place where the final destination of human history, which God led through the providence of restoration. And now we are living together with true parents. So this is great or exciting moment. We didn't decide this time or this era when we are living, and we didn't choose also, but already we are here and we are creating the special time period together with Heavenly Parent, together with our true parents. So we are the person or existence who are beyond the history, and we are the one who will fulfill the purpose of history and connect to the next generation. Please. Please.
A vision for the future of humankind. We need to conquer the oceans in the future. By myself alone, I will recover all the gold, silver, and treasures in the sea. After thinking about it, I concluded that we have to dig many tunnels. For this reason, I came up with the International Peace Highway Project. If I could drill a tunnel under the sea and construct a road, then create a door, wouldn't it be fun to open that door and catch a fish? How wonderful it would be if we could directly supply ships with oil from under the seabed using a pipeline. There is an unlimited supply of oil under the ocean. How great it would be if we could provide oil from the pipeline with one press of a button.
Yes, we could see so many possibilities in the ocean. Please.
Human beings should be free to go anywhere. If they want to go to the ocean or mountains, they should be free to do so without any national boundaries. They should be able to live beneath the water as well. The age will come when, through scientific advances, we can build a submarine and live freely underwater. Otherwise, humanity will have no place to live. A submarine sinks by letting water into its tank until it becomes heavy enough to sink.
Please continue.
With the push of a button, you can control the inflow and outflow of water and accordingly dive or rise in the water. Therefore, we can live in the water. There is no better place in heaven and earth than that which lies deeper than 10 meters. If you go down 30 meters, it is very calm. A truly serene world emerges, an underwater kingdom. If you go up in the air, however, you can encounter trouble with lots of wind and constant change. The air currents and atmosphere are capricious, and it can suddenly storm. That is why I believe living in the ocean is an ideal way of life.
Thank you, Father said. If you go down 30 meters, it is very calm. A truly serene world emerges, an underwater kingdom. So we could see how opened our true father's thinking. That's father had those thinking and idea. He was seriously thinking about the future of humanity, even the food issue or environmental issue or the place issue. Because he is seriously thinking for humanity, so he could gain those many kind of idea and method. He's talking about underwater kingdom under 30 meter from the sea level. So what do you think? Do you want to live in the underwater kingdom? So someday this will be happening too. Please.
In the future, we will be able to live beneath the ocean. That's why I have initiated research on a 5-person submarine. When the wind is not blowing, the calm sea lets you feel like a billionaire, a master of the ocean. You don't know how mystical and awe-inspiring this is. Think of what it would be like if a husband and wife could look over the great ocean on the crystal clear surface of the sea when the winds are calm, dreaming about their love nest while talking about their future together. That would not be a problem. If a storm should descend, they could dive in their submarine 30 meters below to safety. A time will come when we will be able to live freely under the water. Therefore, you do not have to worry about the Republic of Korea being small.
Yes. Think what it would be like if a husband and wife could look over the great ocean on the crystal clear surface of the sea when the winds are calm, dreaming about their love nest while talking about their future together. That would not be a problem. So we really want to have this experience, husband and wife spend together and also have those moments freely. How wonderful, beautiful it is. Please.
In the future, there will be a shortage of food on land, so we will live in the ocean. In the ocean, we will eat fish instead of meat, and we will eat seaweed instead of vegetables. If you were a leader, wouldn't you have such a plan so we could live in the ocean in the future? Isn't there enough oxygen in the water? We can supply oxygen by extracting it from the water. What is the percentage of oxygen in ocean water? We could never consume it all. In the near future, the time will come when we will conquer the ocean.
He is thinking the worst future, and also he will create the great future, a great future. This is the true parents. True parents is the true owner. That's why he could have those idea or those mindset. So this is the final slide, please.
I am preparing for the future world. I am not doing this because I love the ocean. It is because it is difficult being at sea. My entire body was sore after 1 week of this. Still, I push myself, telling myself there is so much to do. Do not use your age as an excuse. I could not rest. After about 10 days, even if I went out early in the morning and stayed out until midnight, I had no physical problem whatsoever. Nonetheless, those people who fished with me were dozing while holding their fishing rods. Since I was the commander in a position to give others, I always thought I had to catch the first fish. Thinking like that, I anticipated when the fish would take my bait. That kind of determination is awesome.
Yes, thank you. So when True Father spent the time in the ocean, he trained himself, he trained his mind, and he communicated with God, and he created the strong mind. So in this chapter, we are talking about the ocean providence. We could see there are so many possibility or potential, and even also the meaning there. And this part is the last part of this book 6, True All Things. So how was this book? Did you understand well? There is universe and all things which God created. And God created human beings. God created us as the owner of the universe or owner of all things of creation. Through learning about the all things, we could also recognize or realize the deep heart of heaven, deep expectation of our true parents into current environment, and even we could see they are showing the way where we should go. That's why we will offer together and we will go this way. So today is December 23, almost last 1 week of 2024, and also coming Christmas. So of course we can celebrate, and also together we will think about Heavenly Parent, think about True Parents, think about Jesus Christ, and let's also create or spend that beautiful moment. So thank you for joining today's morning Hundokkei. Have a great time. 감사합니다.
Kamsahamnida, thank you very much, Rev Yutaka, for sharing and really beginning the day together as a community. And this message is very interesting. There are many things in the message today. I was reflecting, like the very last slide, it says, "Do not use your age as an excuse." And it's very easy to, as we get older, to do that. And I hear many times around me, not necessarily by members, but just general people, using their circumstance as an excuse, to explain, why they are doing what they are doing, and saying that we need to have the correct, devotion and attitude. And this is because of, my devotion and attitude. That's why, the fish come to him. And so at that point, all conditions need to be set up for success. We need to make sure we've prepared correctly, that we have given devotion and made conditions, that we take ownership. And this is a very important thing. Father explains, everyone has a light, but because he has this special light, because he takes ownership and he commands, and the fish are attracted. I think that's that ownership helps our confidence in understanding, how to carry out our responsibility. And so that's a very important thing, and something that's been on my mind for several days. And some of the messages I've already mentioned dealt with that we really are the owners. We really have inherited everything because of the blessing and because of our understanding of Heavenly Parent and True Parents. And so we need to take that preparation, that devotion, that attitude of ownership, and put it into action. And so that when we love people, because that's the main action, that true love, is that special bait, that's so attractive, to fish and people, and that enables us to also, begin to shine that special light that enables people to be attracted to us, and so that we can really have impact when we say the words that enable them to begin to understand that our life has purpose and meaning, and that we truly are the children of heaven. And so, like, thinking about all those steps that we need to make in preparing, really having that devotion together with the correct attitude that's fully centered on our Heavenly Parent and our true parents, and now attending our mother as we enter into the next year very soon, the Chongal Sanctum, and thereby establishing the new era substantially with God, taking his proper position, and we taking up the responsibility of expansion. Our true mother has worked so hard. Our true parents have already laid the conditions, and it's up to us to continue it. So we need to set up all the conditions for our own life of faith and influence on the people around us. And so there's some of the things that I was reflecting on this morning. So thank you, and open up to anyone else that'd like to share. Thank you. Yes, Greg, go ahead. Jeff, go ahead. You're looking very bright there.
A bit of sunlight down here. Anyway, Father and Mother truly caught us. We could see their love, and they fished us up. And anyway, just a report really. So Leon and Robert, the boat they bought, they got legally everything finished, and they already took out some customers on Saturday, and they caught a full limit, including a 69-centimeter snapper, which I think Chris Bruce might know what that looks like. It's quite a big fish. Anyway, they caught about 5 big snapper, plus everyone else on the boat caught their limit. So that's really that was really good sign for us. They were getting a bit stretched to pay for everything, and their license wasn't approved for fishing in this particular area that they're fishing in, although the boat was surveyed for fishing commercially, but they found out they couldn't fish in this area because they needed another license. Anyway, that's a good sign for us. Truly loving the fish is very important. Some of you know Miyuki. She probably loves fish more than most people in our region, I believe. Not only cutting sashimi every day, we have 3 aquariums here in the house, and whenever we go fishing with her, she always seems to catch more fish, even than Leon and Robert. So anyway, love is really amazing what Father said, really. And I know that in my ministry, it's really loving people, and loving manifests itself through service. It manifests itself through listening to people and being with them, and that is what we are doing. We are fishing people by love, by service. So anyway, just a few points. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. Go ahead, Chris, you got your hand up?
Yeah, morning everyone. So much to talk about, and I've got 3 points I want to make. One is that I've never understood why Father didn't eat any of the fish he caught. Had a lot of insights into fishing with true parents. I've never had any insight about answers to that question. So if anyone's got any hints, that'd be appreciated. The second thing is Father speaks about this being easy, and I think the interpretation is the process is simple, but it's not easy. We've fished with Father and standing in Kodiak in the water's 3 degrees Celsius for 4 hours. It's even when I went fishing with Father, he caught all the salmon. I've got a picture. You can only get 5 per day, and we've got a picture of us all lined up holding a salmon. And Father caught all of them. We didn't catch any. But the point is, it didn't happen in 5 minutes. He still had to go through the whole day. And so, when you're out there sitting there and nothing's happening, and you think, well, where's all the fish? Well, they may be still coming. So it's not easy. Okay. And the other thing, the most important thing I want to say is that not many of us, I was going to say none of us, not many of us understand that when you go fishing with true parents in mind, nothing, and I mean nothing, happens by accident. Every single thing that happens has meaning, right? So Reverend Yamada spoke about the fishing trip we went recently with Mr. I and myself and Ross and his son. And when we went out on that trip, a little voice said to me, "Don't fish." So, but I always struggle. I don't want the spirit world to dominate me. I don't want to get into a frame of mind where I'm just reacting to what the spirit world tells me to do. So there's a conflict there. You have to work out, where is this coming from? So I did fish, and we were fishing for whiting, and I caught the first whiting, and it was huge, 42 centimeters, pretty big here for us. And I took it off the hook and I put it on the board, and it flopped down into the back of the boat where there's a little well, some water in there, and it was thrashing around, and we're all running around madly trying to get this fish, and then it went back in the water. So I lost that fish, right? So then we go through the day and a little bit more, fish another hour or so. Then I caught another whiting, and that one dropped in the water too. And the little voice said, "I told you not to fish." So the implication was I was there to serve the others. I was not meant to fish on that day. So I'll give you another little example. I took Reverend Hanson fishing with me during the week once. And we got halfway there in my little boat, just taking my little tin boat, and the car broke down. And we had to get the whole car and boat towed home. So was that just an accident, just, a coincidence? Well, what happened to the car? The car had a faulty fuel pump. So if there's any meaning in that, what does it mean? Fuel pump, what's supplying the fuel pump? Your prayer is supplying the fuel, right? Not enough fuel pump broke, not enough conditions. So it's very clear. All these things have meaning. They're not accidents. I've just been through this a lot of years. I've seen miracles. Father's right-hand man, when we had Brisbane fishing competition in Brisbane, Father's right-hand man, he always takes a assistant with him. A wife was in hospital, dying, seriously ill. And Father told him to come on the fishing competition. And he won the money to pay for his wife's operation, right? So nothing happens by accident. And I mean, it's all about witnessing. It's what Father's saying to you today is that if you understood this, every one of you church leaders would be desperate to send your members out fishing to see where their spiritual lives are at, because that is how you tell. But no one gets it. Nobody really understands. You say you do, but we really don't. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you, Chris. Yeah. Yeah, but you brought memory back there. I was there in Brisbane. I remember seeing the award ceremony, and yeah, after you said that, I remember him making that statement in his in tears as he received the money, that he was so grateful. Yeah, yeah. So thank you. I don't know about the other question. there's no more reflections or comments, and I think we can. Yep. Yeah. Yes, Greg. Jeff.
Sorry. Just a little report. Yesterday at our Sunday service, we had an amazing Tongan family come to our Sunday service. And they talked so much about Chihiro. And they're so talented. The husband is a teacher of classical guitar and piano. And yeah, they were just amazing. They just came over from Tonga just for holidays. And they will go back there. But I was hoping Chihiro would be here today because they really, the wife, the lady, she had met Chihiro when she was small, like about 10 years old or something or other. So they knew all the holy songs, and it was just amazing. This family, just a little report about that. So there are people around us that even a long time ago, they connected with us and we haven't seen them, but they're still there, still loving us really. So, that's all I have to say about that. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll pass it on. Thank you.
Yeah, please do. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, it's time now for us to offer our unison prayers. So I'll just bring up the screen. Okay, let's pray together. Chew. Thank you, everyone. Thank you again, Reverend Yutaka, and I hope everyone has a good day, and see you all again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Blessed day, everyone.